Yeah, it will be higher than the children.
Are you sure?
Yeah, of course.
That's what it says.
Yeah.
That's what
The very cost will cover the
same thing. How many inches? Which is what we've been telling them to do. And I can say that their concrete pavement is going on very well. If there are some observation, we've made it to the contractor RCC, but we are happy with what they are doing. The reinforcement is very good. The concrete is very good. The speed is not very good. The speed is not very good. So they have to increase their speed. And some people may say they are not using concrete paver. We don't need concrete paver. We just need the pump they are using to do even distribution of the concrete. They need to, vibrate it very well, and their top finishing is also very good. So this is excellently been done. They continue with this. If they get their paver, that is also good. Okay. The RCC, if they don't increase the pace, I will take out a portion of this road and give to another contractor. That is what we are doing. We would not want contractor to stay on a job like this 15 kilometer by 230 kilometer, even though it's a very specialized kind of construction. And those who are querying me for the cost of coastal road, this project, even at the time the design was not like this, was more expensive than the coastal road per kilometer. So I think the coastal road will be discussed on another good day at Lagos. But this time it's RCC. We were quarreling before, but I brought a very good engineer, and the scope of their work, that within it, where we say do not excavate, they have not, so that we can save money and put solar light and service stations. As we talk now, about 3 sections are ongoing. The one at the beginning of Enugu to Lokbanta, done by CGC. They are doing fantastic work. By the end of April, we'll show that the whole of one carriageway on 61 kilometer will be fully done. So we'll be left with only 61 kilometer of another carriageway in that section. You get to the section of Umahi being done by Arab contractors. By end of April, they should have fully completed one carriageway, working at the last 3.1 kilometer on that segment. And then the other segment will be left with 5 kilometers, which we have rescoped to appreciate the cost of inflation there. I won't be able to say when that will be completed because it's going to depend on funding. And then this large segment is done by CCECC. They are doing a fantastic job. I redesigned the road so that the inner shoulder of 1.5 will be on concrete. The outer shoulder of 2.75 will be on concrete. And the 7.3 carriageway will be on asphalt, 60 cm of binder course. That's 6 cm of binder course and 4 cm of wearing course. And that is what I've demonstrated here. And the 2 carriageway each is 43 kilometers. I think by the time they finish this one, they would have done a total of, the first time they have completed 9 kilometers. I think it's over 10 lanes, that section. And the They have on 2 lanes. So far they have completed about 3 kilometers and are working on this, which is if they complete this segment of 5 kilometers, then they would have done a total of about 9 kilometers on 10 lanes and 5 kilometers on 2 lanes. But I'm very impressed with their work. They're also doing what we have been emphasizing. We should make the carriageways motorable. And that's what they're doing. And the little places that are left before the end of April, I'm directing that they should complete it. And let me say that this section of the road is so bad. And what we are doing here by our redesign is to dig sometimes up to 1 meter, and then we fill back with lumps, sharp sand, and stone base, and turn it to traffic. And in so doing, we are very sure that the road will be protected. And by protecting the shoulders with concrete, the road is going to last and last and last. And so I want to commend them very well and commend the acting controller. This fantastic work, and the speed is also very commendable. I commend CCCC. They are very, very good. The moment you agree on price with them, you are sure to get a very good job. I read something on social media where credited to His Excellency the former Vice President Atiku on Coastal Road. I'm going to give him proper information. In Lagos, I will address World Press Conference. If there is anything he thinks is wrong with the procurement, he should approach me, he should leave the president alone. It's quite degrading on my part for him to think, a former party chairman, former deputy governor for 8 years, a senator, that I'm not a stakeholder in this country and that I will do the wrong thing. So he doesn't understand figures, and I'm going to run figures for him to understand. And he will understand how prudent the administration of President Tinubu has been. He will understand how, prudency is taking the center stage, especially in my ministry. The president had once worried me on cost of a project, and I had to run the figures with Mr. President. He still thinks I should bring down the cost of projects. At the same time, the contractors are crying that I'm oppressing them so much because what they were getting before, they are no longer getting. So Mr. Vice President Atiku must know that I'm between and betwixt. Even the company is getting high-tech. It was through persuasion that they are accepted to do the cost, to do that project at that cost. But when I run the figures, Nigerians will see what this present administration is doing. So I'm not here to run the figures. I have seen the figures they are parading. But my figures are quite better than those figures. And I understand this engineering. So I'll run the figures. And I would like journalists to be prepared. I'll give every account of that coastal route. Given that Mr. President had that vision when he was governor, and got a gazetted, corridor. But subsequent administration also saw the relevance of that project, and attempted to do it. Both the administration of President Goodluck Jonathan and that of President Buhari. For one reason or the other, they could not do that. But this present administration will do it. And I will tell the world the economic benefit and how this coastal road is tying the entire country together. It's not just south-south and southwest. It's tying the north together. I'm starting a project from Badagry to Sokoto, and we have a spur of this coastal road to that. The African Trans-Sahara route that is passing from Enugu to Abakaliki to Goja to Cameroon. There is a spur also on that. So you can see how wisdom has taken center stage in the execution and midwifing of the coastal roads. It's a coastal road, but it's also tying the entire country together. Yes.
Yeah, Your Excellency, thank you very much. It's good that it's sharing news that we have way and all that. I'd like to find out how much was paid initially for this road and how much is the overall contract cost.
We are reviewing the cost. Like now, of course, the director of bridge design, there's something we omitted. The outer lane by our rescoping was supposed to be on asphalt, but our initial directive was it to be on concrete. And I've come here and I've seen that it's better on concrete. So we're all going to reverse our rescoping decision and leave it on concrete. So we'll not be able to say the cost now, but before the next 7 days, we'll be able to say the cost.
Okay, one of the lanes is very far from being completed. How long will it take to complete the 2 lanes and when will the project be delivered?
It's the money that we answer to that. The moment there is money, they can finish this thing in 6 months. This is not the only project in the whole country. We have projects scattered all over the nation. So we allocate funds on the basis of, fairness, equity, and justice all through the 6 geopolitical zones projects.